Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Bengals at 11-5 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career, and he parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
11 mighty, 11 Thomas. Stop.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man to the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
All right, ready? 11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Report. 13.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. 11, empty.
In motion
11,
comes the tight end left.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
12, 12, 12. 11, MT, paint. 11, MT, paint.
Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon will go off tackle left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
12, 12, 12.
It's Mixon on the counter.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. the shotgun. They run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll give it to Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bates.
And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever.
Who
calls a first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he's got room.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop. 11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 Thomas. 12. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 2, ready?
They go play action with Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
12.
Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 61 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
11 MT, 11 MT.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
They go play action with Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a first down throw complete downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11. Stop.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
12.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 1, ready?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. They find some open field here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
12. 11 mighty. 11.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Mixing up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there.
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Bengals stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was on. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, a run to Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
40 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
11 empty, take. 11 common.
That's good.
12. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over first down again at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
11 MT.
Now Burrow on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
11. 11 Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
11, 12.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's Jackson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Jackson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Down Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continue to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apology. And now here's another interception.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bengals,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,
this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me you can join the